not worry about that shit. And half the time they're doing some weird shit to get that. So.
Right.
Hello, Josiah. Welcome.
Is this Josiah the Great?
Yes. That's him. He doesn't turn his. Nope. He doesn't turn his mic on. Nope.
Interesting.
I know. It's his safety thing. He'll talk to you in the private chat, though.
It's all good.
But a lot of people have been abused out here on these YouTube streets, so some people choose not to, And this is the only panel that he's come to since, the things he's been through. So Josiah and I have been through a lot together because when I first started, he told me everything. He does nothing but protect me. He's like my little Cupid. So I don't want people hearing his voice, and I don't want people, doing nothing to him because he supports me. He really does support me. So I allow everybody to be safe and do what they need to do. I don't force cameras on. I don't force nobody to do nothing they don't want to do. You know what I mean?
Hey, I do want to ask you a favor since you're getting up there. I mean, if you're willing to do it. You may not want to because it's a controversial stream, but I got a stream up that's about the Michigan thing. It's a restream from Hippies from Trump. If you want to, it's on my channel. If you want to stream it, or if you could share it for me in your community, I would appreciate it. That way it can get out.
Oh yeah, you don't have no copyrights on it, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, and can you link it in the private chat?
Yeah, give me just 1 second.
Yep, we'll take a look at it. Hell yeah, that's what my channel is, though, bro. I'm the news. So I'm the news around the world. I'm the news on YouTube. I'm the news in the real world. So yep, that's news. So let's get it.
Like I said, this is news because we actually have real information. Look, man, there's like I was trying to tell you earlier. There's 5 of us that were not arrested but were investigated that were part of that Michigan thing, and we've never been. We've also never been talked to by any reporter to get the truth out.
Yeah, they won't.
Oh, they will. You're about to look. We are actively trying to get it out there, and I promise, one of these days you're going to see it either on Project Veritas. It's going to come out on Gateway Pundit or Alex Jones. One of those 3 are going to. And once it breaks on there, it's going to go fucking. You're going to see me on national news and a couple other guys. Because the whole point of me doing this is I've been trying to save 14 guys that are political prisoners. That's why I got on YouTube.
Well, hopefully we can help. I'm an activist, so I appreciate you saying that because I want to set the truth out there. All we can do is get it out there and then let others decide what we can do to help,
Well,
all
I know that...
All I can do is start the revolution, brother. Everybody has to be willing to go in it and go hard. And only real people can do this. We can't have fake liars acting like they want to stand for something, but they fall for anything,
I've been fighting this shit for 10 years now.
Oh, brother, you're not alone. So go ahead and drop that in the back chat, and I'll run that on my stream, because this is another 12-hour stream, and I will get to the finish line.
Yeah, this is a 3-hour and 20-minute stream.
Oh, sounds like a prison. I know Josiah's going to be putting some stuff in that back chat. He going to make sure. He want me to show some stuff. He loves national disaster. He's telling me like all these things are happening in the world for a reason.
They are.
Yeah.
There's a spiritual war going on right now that nobody wants to admit.
They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to deal about it, but it's happening. And that's what you keep seeing. All these demons trying to come after me, bro. Because I'm setting people free. Their own mind, their own thought. Think for yourself. Be your own boss. That's what I've always said. Walk in love, walk in hope, walk in forgiveness. But they don't want to hear that because they think that I want something from them. I just want them to be people. I don't want them to keep acting like, you know what I mean?
Here, I dropped 2 links. If you want to share both of them, you're more than welcome to.
I appreciate it. I definitely will.
But
Did
I'm
you
gonna
want
hop
to
off.
say anything? Go ahead.
No, not really. I mean, I spoke enough, man. I probably shared too much of my own personal, intimate life than what I should have.
Oh, you're fine.
But
Nobody's gonna judge you here, and whatever they say out in there don't even matter, bro.
yeah. Anybody to the chat, if when she puts those in her community pay or on her community tab, if you can check it out and share it out, because we've been trying to get the word out on these guys. They are not terrorists. And
Gotcha.
in all honesty, when you watch these and you listen to me and the other 2 brothers of mine that were on this interview talk,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to find out that what the information we know is literally the missing link, the actual key that will actually bring everything together from Michigan to the January 6th thing that happened in DC, and it'll all make sense why it happened and all that shit. I swear, because it was all done. All this was done, like, all of us. There were 18 of us, and we were all targeted on purpose.
Wow.
You know,
That is ridiculous.
like they were trying to set me up to be a state militia leader in Indiana, and the only reason why dude was trying to have me be a state militia leader is that way I could basically be in a power position, and him make me look like I was, you know, this bigger figure in the Patriot 3%, militia movement. Make me look like I was some homegrown terrorist. Like, I'm not bullshitting when I'm saying all 18 of us, the 5 that weren't arrested and the 14 that were, we were all targeted individually on purpose. They were trying. They were literally trying to ruin all our lives, just because we love our country and because we speak out on things, because we're not afraid
Right.
to.
Right.
I don't care if my channel gets struck. That's why I say the things I do on it.
Well, I would just ask that you just be gentle on mine, because
I am. I know. I am.
I like code words. We can make up words, but we know the point of it. Trust me.
And honestly, what I was trying to say earlier today, when it was cutting me out, wasn't anything other than just trying to get people to understand that we can all come together on something, even if we
but
don't
you're
like
on
each
your
other.
PC right now, aren't you?
Yeah, but even my PC at home, I have issues with it too.
Because you've come in clear this whole time, so I'm just wondering if they're tapping that phone.
Well, you got to understand when I'm telling. The thing is I think that I have some kind of Trojan horse on my computer, and my phones are being tapped by the feds. All of us are constantly being surveilled. And I'm talking about us guys that were investigated by the FBI and weren't arrested. We are under 24-hour surveillance all the time.
Right. So be safe, my friend, because
Well,
we don't want anything that we want to keep you going. The revolution won't be televised, bro. It's going to be us.
The revolution's already happening.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. They're not going to allow us to keep going, and they're going to stop us because, like I said, it's not televised. It's you. It's you and your voice, and if you can get to enough of us that we can help your voice, then that's where the revolution just, again, will not be televised, honey. We are in it to win it, honey. I'm going to die knowing that I fought for my right and my freedom, and no one's going to tell me different. I didn't come into this world for someone to control me, so I won't be controlled, and I'm not selling my soul for nothing. I will help everyone. I am like Harriet Tubman, honey. I am like Joan of Arc, honey. I am the Phoenix, honey. I am with the shit. And you're not going to take my freedom. You're not going to take my right to do whatever I want. And at the end of the day, everyone has a right to do what they want. If you want to stay with your own race and you don't want to have children outside of your race, you're allowed. If you don't want something around you, you're allowed to say it. If you have an opinion and it means something and you state it without harming anyone, And who are they to tell you you can't? Let's stop getting butthurt on every damn thing someone says and just start listening. Active listeners are not on YouTube, bro. They try to act like they're active listeners. They're not hearing that shit because they only have one program. The program that you just said that we're trying to bring down. It's almost like the Terminator, bro. They put some shit together to mind fuck all these weirdos, and the ones that are not in the simulation, we wondering what the fuck is going on. And at the end of the day, whatever happened to your family, I'm so sorry that happened, brother, but you did the best you could to protect your family, and who the fuck are they to tell you any different?
Oh, well, see, that's the thing. As far as
that God is going to get them.
As far as that goes, there ain't nothing that anybody can tell me to do different, because the thing is I did what I was supposed to do, and I handled it the way I was supposed to handle it. If I would have handled it any other way, nobody would even know who I am today.
Period.
So nobody. Look, the truth of the matter is we all think that we're going to handle and react to certain things a certain way when we're just talking about it.
Right, and even Josiah said in the back chat, you can't tell a man how to react.
Nobody knows how they're going to react until they're in that situation.
Nope. And that's the truth.
But I'll tell you what, it was when I was put in that situation was when I realized that I was able to be put in very stressful situations and still remain calm.
There we go. And that's what we need as a leader. We need a leader that is put in the worst situation and still come out on top.
You know, maybe one of these days I'll let you see the stream that my wife was on there, and she even straight told him if it wasn't for him and him staying calm and being able to control the situation with his voice, we would all be dead.
So you're the king of the castle, bro. That's how it goes down. That's why I keep telling these females, men are first.
The thing is
your husband, honey. You won't go wrong. Especially if he's a good man.
Doc's just jealous that when I hurt my back and wasn't able to work, my wife stepped up, and she chased her career, and now she makes good money, and I sit at home and I raise kids, and I'm a dad. And he isn't. And the truth of the matter is,
amazing. Go ahead. You take care of the babies. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I know they love waking up the dad.
But and the thing is he knows in his heart that he isn't the type of person that he could handle doing that type of shit. He doesn't have it in him to be a 24-hour father and to still do all the things around the house that need to be done on top of fixing shit like a man does, like working on cars and fixing shingles and, whatever else breaks in the house that men do that women don't. I do all that shit. My job never ends, and I have mad respect for any mom that has been a fucking homemaker, because that job never ends.
Never, honey. They still come back, honey. My son came here today because I got his dog, because he's in an apartment and they won't let him have his dog. So he came to see about his dog. Then he took my car and went to the store, and then he went back and he left. And I said, thanks for coming to see me, son. Like, that's the best I could do. Hey, I loved it, because they, the older they get, what do they need from you anymore? They need the little things, the things that, whatever they need, I'm right there. They need
guidance. That's what they need.
There you go. Hallelujah. Because I'll tell you in a hot minute, I went from mama to guider now. All I'm doing is guiding people to be great adults. And I want mine to be part of society. My son, he's a very, outspoken person. So, he was just like, YouTube's not ready for me yet, Mom. I was like, okay, son.
Like me, I didn't like the idea of staying home. I fought it for a while, to be honest with you. But I've been educating my kids. Like I said, I teach them things that their mom can't teach them and doesn't have the patience to teach them. And she'll be the first one to tell you she does it. Right. And I'm raising my children to be leaders, not followers, because the world already has enough followers, and they need entirely a shit ton more leaders.
I know. Well, Sharon said that you're a good dad, and that makes a great leader. She said, I would have loved to have a dad like that. Me too. I never had a dad. I'd love to have a dad. Like, I always wanted to know what dads really consist of, And that's why I guess my two husbands were like dads, But like the third husband, he's going to be the baby, honey. I'm going to be whatever he want. I'm gonna give him whatever he want. I swear, I ain't never gonna complain. I'm gonna be happy that he's here. And matter of fact, I learned that you're supposed to love him like you love the Lord.
Well,
So,
that's
I
right.
never knew that like that. So now that I understand that, I can give him everything that he needs.
Well, without pissing off every woman on your platform, you know, there is a reason why there was a patriarchy, as far as how the home is ran, because there's a natural structure and a natural order. It's supposed to be God, the church, the husband, the wife, the children, in that order. And that doesn't mean that it's an order of importance. Everybody is equally important and their value is all the same. That is just the power structure of how things are ran. Once you throw that out of whack, that's why we got families that are falling apart and people that can't get along and husbands and wives that don't communicate and this, that, and the other because they're fighting for power with each other and it's not supposed to be like that.
Right. Right.
And I like me being a stay-at-home dad is a lot of that's why I said what I said earlier about my wife is allowing me to be a father that I never got to be because I am actually being able to take. I spent most of my life. I have adult kids that I never even got to see grow up because I was always working. I was always gone, and they resent me for that,
Right.
and that's a thing that a lot of women, need to understand too. That you think that a man's only place is to be out there constantly working and making money, and really that they end up with kids that will end up resenting them because they were never around and they missed the baseball games or the basketball games or the choir concerts or the dance recitals and were never there, and they do grow up resenting that. And I got kids that were like, you going out and being out of work and doing this and doing that was more important than me. Well, I thought that's what I was supposed to do. I'm sorry.
Right.
And now I get that opportunity that I'm actually raising kids and getting to watch it happen every day manifest right before my eyes. And that is a blessing that, she's the only one that's ever given me. And I can't take, I don't think I'll ever take it for granted.
Love it. I love it. Never take it for granted. That's right. Because you never know what you have until it's gone, honey.
Yep. Well, I'm going to get off here. It's been a pleasure. Congratulations on the 1,000. Nice to meet you, Josiah the Great. I appreciate you for sharing those streams.
Yep.
Anybody, if
And
you want.
I might have to wait a couple days for my community page. They said like it'll take a minute to kind of process. So, but as soon as if it processes, but what I'm gonna do is run it on here.
That's fine.
I'll restream it here, and I'll put it in my description box whenever
I just implore you that you might want to actually do a private watch of it first, since you're trying to get monetized now, and make sure that it doesn't have anything in it that's going to get you in trouble.
Yeah.
All right.
I will.
Because
no doubt. You're right. I do need to look at it because like I said, I gotta make sure.
I just don't want to be a dick and not give you that disclaimer that there could potentially. For me, I don't think, but for you, I don't know what your criteria is on where you stand on things. You know what I'm saying?
No, as long as it doesn't have no copyright, we're good.
No, there's no copyrights. The one stream is, me and a buddy's stream, and I was actually part of it. It's an interrogation of one of the FBI informants, actually the head FBI informant that tried to set us all up, and then the other one is a stream of us being interviewed about new information and evidence that we had that no one else knows about on hippies from Trump, and I've been given permission from him to restream it myself and have other people restream it.
Okay.
So you won't get a copyright on it.
Look at it.
But I appreciate everybody. If you get a chance, come check out my channel. It's Trailer Hood Voodoo Ninja. I talk about a lot of shit over there, and I talk about a lot of controversial shit. But I also talk about family shit too. It varies on my mood. Other than that. Other than that, man, I appreciate it. You have a good evening, and I'm going to get out of here.
All right.
Later.
Peace, brother. Well, that was a good combo, guys. I like people that can bring good combo. That's for sure. Jason, Jason knows. Hello, Josiah. How are you, darling? You up here with Empress Janet as we're lit on our 1K. Where'd he go? No, where'd he go? Josiah! Get someone to check it over, Janet. I know, I will, Sharon. If you give your permission, is good. Sub looking. Come back, Josiah. Where did you go? I wanted you to come up here with me. I liked you up here. I know. I miss you. Oh, you like that?